أي بس من راس سلمو الحممجي 100 مرة قلك أبوك لا تمد إيدك على وشك وانت عم تعاونه بالشوي، هي تغسلت وما راحت الشحوير. يا مو مين هذا سلمو الحممجي؟ هذا الشاطر فيه، مين هاد ومين هداك؟ بربك مين هاد سلمو الحممجي بتضلوا بتعيروني فيه؟ بحارة بيت جدك القديمة كان عنا جارة اسمها أم صلاح، وكان جوزها سلمو بيشتغل حممجي. كان كل يوم يروح هالزلمة على شغله بحمام السوق من الصبح وما يرجع لآخر الليل. من وقت ما وعينا على الدنيا وأهل الحارة ما بتصحله لسلمو إلا أبو البنات. هالسلمو المعتر كان عنده 5 بنات، بس شو بنات، كل وحدة بتقول عنا فلقة قمر، وهو قصير أسود كعنانة مثل الليل، وراسه كبير ومربع وعنيد مثل الصخر. بس البنات سبحان الله طالعين لأمهن، لعيون الزرق، الشعر الأشقر، الأوام المهيوب. بس بهديك الأيام يلي ما عنده ولد مثل يلي ما عنده ذرية. كل الناس كانت تعيره لسلمو المسكين وتقله أبو البنات. المهم دارت الأيام وحبلت مرته لسلمو. إيه وجابت له بنت كمان مو بالله. استنى لكمل لك. لما حبلت راحت جارتنا أم رؤوف كشفت عليها، لأنه بزمانه ما كان في دكاترة تكشف على الحوامل. ليش؟ مو وقت هلأ جاوبك، خليني كمل لك. المهم قالت لها أم رؤوف بعد ما عاينتها: قلبي حاسسني إنه صلاح الدين على الطريق يا أم صلاح. وأم رؤوف مرة صاحب الدين وشاطرة، مولدة كل نسوان الحارة. راحت هالأم صلاح شالتها باردة سخنة وقالت له لجوزها. الزلمة كان في عقل وطار. بهديك الأيام وزع أهل الحارة صدرين عش البلبل، مع أنه أحوالهم مستوية على الآخر. فقر أعمى، وصار هالسلمو يداري مرته مدارات ما حدا شاف مثلها. والله العظيم كان سطوح بيته يبان من سطوح بيت جدك. كنا أنا وخالاتك نشوفه بعز دين برد كوانين طالع على هالسطوح، واقف على دفة التغسيل على أدمانه قصير وعم ينشر هالغسيلات مشان مرته ما تطلع وتاخد برد. وصار طلب مرته ما يصير 2. ايه وشو صار بعدين؟ اجا وحام أم صلاح عرمان، وما تشوف هالسلمو إلا رايح وجاي وناتع رمان لمرته الحبلة. مالك بالطويلة. بلشت الأحداث وعينك ما تشوف إلا الضو يا ابني. يلي قدر يهرب من هالشباب هرب، ويلي ما هرب رشوه قدام أهله. غير قلة الحياة يا لطيف، يدخلوا على البيوت تكسير وتخريب ونهب، وما طلعوا من بيت إلا وتركوا فيه مصيبة. وما ضل بالبيوت إلا رجال من 50 وفوق. وقتها اجتنا مربعانية الشتاء مثل الكذب، برد بقص البسمار. بوحدة من هالليالي السودة ما منسمع إلا الباب عم يندق بنص الليل. نطوا خوالك مثل المجانين، واحد نزل تخبى بخزان المي، وواحد تخبى على سقيفة بين أكياس المونة، وواحد طلع على الخرابة يلي على السطح. قلنا يا رب بس ما يكون الجيش. ليش ما كانوا هربانين خوالي مثل باقي العالم؟ وقتها جدك ما خلاهن يهربوا، قال لهم إذا الله كاتب لكم الموت على القليلة بتموتوا بين إيدي وبيتي. المهم فتحت ستك الباب، لأنه بالأحداث كانت دائما النسوان الكبار تفتح الباب لبينما تتخبى رجال. مين بيطلع يا حزرك؟ مين؟ الجيش؟ لا، بيطلع سلمو عم يدور عرمان لمرته الحبلة. قالت له ستك: والله لو عندي من عيني هي قبل هي يا سلمو، بس والله ما بعز عليه. روح شوف جيراننا بيت السقة يمكن يكون عندهم. قال له: والله ما خليت حدا بالحارة ما دقيت بابه، رح روح على بيت السالم بالحميدية، هدون عندهم بستان كبير، إلا ما يكون عندهم كم رمانة ميبسة. دقت ستك على صدره وقالت له: شو جنيت يا سلمو؟ كل هالضرب والقتل شو ماخدك لهنيك؟ بهالأثناء ما منشوف إلا أم صلاح طالعة مثل المجنونة من البيت، عم تركض وتلهت وجرة بطنها دلقها، وعم تصيح بجوزها 100 يمين و100 عظيم ما بتروح، باطلة ومحولة الساعة اللي حبلت فيها، الله يقرف عمري إذا بخليك تروح، والله ما جاي عبالي الرمان، الله الوكيل ما عاد اشتهيت الرمان، والله لهلأ ما بنسى شو قالها، لا تكذبي وليك، من أسبوع لهلأ وأنا بشوفك بتنبشي بالزبالة، بتطلعي قشر الرمانة وبتشميها، واليوم الصبح لقيت قشر الرمان القديم تحت التخت. خوالك سمعوا الأصوات، قاموا طلعوا مسكوه لسلموا ليرجعوه على البيت، وهو ركب راسه إلا بده يروح على الحميدية لعند بيت السالم مشان يجيب رمان لصلاح، مشان ما تطلع رمانة بعين الولد، يقيمك يشيلك يحطك وهو ميبس راسه على الآخر. بعدين صار ما عاد ينجبه، بلش يعيط ويبهدل، وخفنا تنتبه الدورية على أصوات الصياح، وعنا 3 رجال بالبيت منكون بشي منصير بشي، والله فلتوا خوالك، قام شال حاله وركض باتجاه الحميدية، وأم صلاح رجعت عبيتها عم تبكي وتنوح وتلعن أبو الرمان وساعته. إيه وجاب له رمان؟ أي رمان لك يا ابني؟ الزلمة ما رجع ليرجع بالرمان، هديك الليلة كانت آخر مرة منشوفه. ناس بتقول إنه راح مع جملة يلي نرشوا على حيط السرايا، ناس بتقول قنصوه عند القناطر وزتوا جثته بالعاصي، وناس بتقول أخدوه على سجن تدمر وهنيك مات، وناس بتقول شافته بسجن المزة وما حدا بيعرف شو صار فيه. وشو صار بأم صلاح؟ أم صلاح ولدت بعد شهر من يومها، والله أكرمها بصبي، جابت صلاح الدين، وسبحان الله خلق الولد وعنده وحمة حمراء بتشبه الرمانة على رقبته. تقول سلمو الحممجي الله يرحمه كان قلبه حاسه، بس راسه اليابس قتله. هات شممني ايديك، لسه ريحة الشوي معلقة فيهم، ومغسل ايديك ونام مشان ما تتأخر على مدرستك بكرة.
So I was just going to explain a couple of little things. Zaher is from Hama, and those of you that don't speak Arabic might have noticed that people were smiling on stage, partly because the whole story is written in dialect, which, without getting into too much linguistic stuff, hasn't usually been written down very much, so it's kind of exciting when that happens. And it's written in a very local dialect. And also, in case anybody doesn't know the word hammam, that's the bathhouse. Probably most people know that, but a big feature of lots of Eastern and Arabic places, a kind of public communal bath. And when a name is made with Abu and then something, it's father of something. This is just things that are going to crop up. Yeah, I think that's it. So, the birthmark. You're even more headstrong than Salamu the hammam worker, you are. Your dad's told you 1,000 times not to touch your face when you're helping him grill meat. Look at you. Even after washing your face, it's still all sooty. But Mum, who is this Salamu the hammam worker anyway? Who's this and who's that? Can't you think of anything to amuse yourself with apart from hassling me with your constant questions? But for God's sake, you're constantly shaming me about being like him, so who is he? All right. So, we had a neighbour called Salah in your granddad's old neighbourhood. Her husband, Salamu, worked at the hammam in the main market. Every morning he'd go off to work in the hammam, and he wouldn't get home till late at night. As far back as I can remember, right in my earliest memories, absolutely everyone in the neighbourhood used to call him Abu Daughters. Yep, poor old Salamu, living in absolute poverty and with 5 daughters. But what beautiful girls they were. You should have seen them. Every one of them was a proper piece of the moon, you know. Their dad, on the other hand, well, he was short, swarthy, with a big square head and as stubborn as a mule. But the girls, my God, they took after their mum. Blue eyes, blonde hair, lovely figures. Of course, in those days, though, a man who didn't have a son was considered not to have any children at all. Everyone shamed poor old Salamu about it and called him Abu Daughters. Anyway, time passed and eventually Salamu's wife got pregnant again. Yeah, and I bet she had another girl, right? Hang on, let me tell you the whole story. So yeah, as I was saying, when she realised she was pregnant again, our neighbour, Rauf, went round and examined her, because there weren't any doctors to examine pregnant women then. Why not? Now's not the time to get into that. Let's stick to finishing the story. So yeah, the point is that Rauf examined Salamu's wife, and then she addressed her as Salah, as if she was already the mother of a boy called Salah, and said, I can feel it in my waters. Your son Salahuddin is finally on his way. Rauf was a religious woman and very intelligent, and she delivered all the babies in the neighbourhood. She knew what she was talking about. So the newly crowned Salah tore off to find her husband and waste no time in bringing him this major news. Well, the bloke was overcome, and he flipped out, basically. He got so carried away that he bought 2 giant trays of nightingale nest pastries and shared them out among the neighbours, even though he was really up against it financially. Yeah, they were absolutely dirt poor, that family. I swear to God, the way Salamu treated Salah was so indulgent. We'd never seen anything like it. I remember seeing him, because your granddad's roof overlooked theirs, you see. So in the worst days of deep frozen midwinter, your aunties and I used to see Salamu up on his roof, standing on one of those little bathing stools from the hammam, because he was so short, to reach up and hang out the washing, in case his wife got a chill out there. And his wife didn't need to ask twice for anything, that's for sure. Yeah, right, so then what happened? Well, Salah got a craving for pomegranates. And you should have seen how Salamu ran around like a maniac getting those pomegranates for his pregnant wife. Well, to cut a long story short, the dark event started, and bless you, may your eyes only ever see bright light, son. Anyone who was able to run away from the soldiers fled, and anyone who couldn't get away was mowed down in front of their family, or, well, unmentionable filthy things were done to them, ya Latif. The soldiers would storm the houses and smash and loot and plunder everything. They'd leave a trail of tragedy and destruction in their wake, and the only men left alive in their homes were those over 50. So, yeah, winter set in that year like you wouldn't believe. It was cold enough to snap iron nails. And what did we hear? In the bleak, dark middle of one of those black nights, a knock at the door. Your uncles jumped up in a frenzy. One of them hid in the water tank, one of them in the kitchen loft between sacks of grain, and one of them wriggled in under the junk up on the roof. We were all saying, please God, don't let it be the army. But why hadn't my uncles run away like everyone else had? Because your granddad didn't let them. He said, if death is what God's written for you, then at least die here in my arms and under my roof. Anyway, so your granny went to open the door, because during the events, the old women always opened the door while the men hid themselves. And guess who she saw on the doorstep? Who, the army? No. She found Salamu there. He was looking for pomegranates for his pregnant wife. Your granny said to him, if only I had some, Salamu, I promise you. If I had any at all, they'd be yours. I'd give them to you with all my blessings. I wouldn't scrimp at all. But why don't you go and see if our neighbours, the Sitter family, have got some? You might be lucky. Salamu replied, I've knocked on every door in the neighbourhood already, to be honest, so I'm going to try the Salim family in Hamadiyah. They've got a big orchard over there, and maybe they've still got 1 or 2 dried up pomegranates left. Your granny threw up her hands in horror and said to him, oh Lord, Salamu, have you lost your mind, love? All this bombing and killing going on, and you're heading over there? What on earth are you doing? Right at that moment, we saw a frantic Salah come flying out of their house, running towards her husband, puffing and panting and heaving her huge belly along and yelling at him as she went. In the name of God, I'm begging you not to go for the 100th time. I rue the wretched day I got pregnant. God strike me down if I let you go. I promise you, I don't even fancy a pomegranate anymore. As God is my witness, I've lost my appetite for them, I swear. I tell you, son, to this day, I can hear him answer, don't you bloody lie to me. I've been watching you. All week you've been sifting through the rubbish for old bits of pomegranate peel and sniffing it. And then this morning I found a bit under our bed. Your uncles heard the uproar from inside the house, so they came out into the street and got hold of Salamu to take him home. But he really dug his heels in. All he could think about were the pomegranates he was going to get from the Salim family in Hamadiyya, so that his little boy Salah wouldn't be born with a pomegranate birthmark on his body. Well, everyone tried everything they could think of to convince him not to go. They really grappled with him about it every which way, but he was utterly stubborn to the end. And also, actually, he really lost his manners. He got totally unbearable, shouting and swearing, insulting people. We were afraid that the night patrol would hear the commotion, and we had 3 men hidden in the house, We had to be careful not to cause ourselves an even bigger problem by trying to solve this one. So in the end, your uncles had to let him go. He broke away from them and ran off towards Hamadiyya, and Salah went back to her house crying and wailing and cursing Abu Pomegranate and the day she'd conceived a child with him. So did he bring her the pomegranates then? What pomegranates, son? He never came back at all, with or without any pomegranates. That night was the last we ever saw of him. Some people say he was taken away with the group who were executed against the wall of the old French palace. Others say a sniper got him near the Roman arches and his body was dumped in the Oronce River. And other people say he was taken to Tadmor prison and died there. And then other people say they saw him in Mezzeh prison. And no one knows for sure what actually happened to him. What happened to Salah then? Salah. Well, she gave birth a month after that, and yes, God blessed her with a boy. She gave birth to her little Salah ad-Din. And it's so strange what happens in life. The baby was born with a red birthmark on his neck that looked just like a pomegranate. And so people say that Salamu the hammam worker was right, may he rest in peace. He had an intuitive heart, but his stubborn head killed him. So anyway, let me smell your hands. Yeah, see, they still smell of barbecue. Go and wash them right now and get to sleep so you're not late for school tomorrow.